Monkey train dream. I was dreaming. For a long time I have been aware that I am dreaming now when I am dreaming. It was the same at that time. For some reason, I was alone in a dimly lit, uninhabited station. I thought it was a very gloomy dream. Suddenly, an announcement was made in the station by a man's voice.
A train will be coming soon. If you get on that train, you will be in a terrible situation.
I didn't understand what he meant. Soon a train came into the station. It was not a train at all, but more like the monkey train you often see at amusement parks, with several pale men and women sitting in a row. I thought it was a strange dream, but I decided to ride the train to see how much fear my dream could cause in me. If I was really scared and couldn't stand it, I would wake up. As long as I was aware that I was dreaming, I was free to wake up from my dream. I sat in the third seat from the back of the train. The air around me was humid, and it felt so real that I doubted if I was really dreaming.
The train is about to depart. The train is about to depart.
An announcement was made and the train started moving. I was anxious and excited, wondering what was going to happen. As soon as the train left the platform, it entered a tunnel. A purplish light was shining suspiciously in the tunnel. I thought to myself, this view of the tunnel is like a playground from my childhood. The view of this tunnel was just like that of the thriller car I rode in the amusement park when I was a child. Even this train was a monkey train, and I was not at all afraid of it. It's not scary at all. Just then, another announcement came on the screen.
Next, we're going to make a live fish. Make a live fish.
Fish? As I was thinking about this, I suddenly heard a shrill scream from behind me. I turned around to see a man sitting at the very back of the train, surrounded by 4 small people. Upon closer inspection, I saw that the man had been ripped open with a blade and was really a live fish. A strong odor pervaded the area, and the man continued to scream so loudly that it hurt my ears. The man's body was being disemboweled one after another, his bloody organs strewn about. A pale woman with long hair was sitting right behind me. She was looking silently ahead, seemingly unconcerned, despite the fuss that was going on right behind her. I was surprised at this unexpected turn of events, and I began to wonder if I was really dreaming. However, I'll wait and see a little more before I wake up. When I came to, the man in the very back seat was gone. But the reddish-black mass of blood and flesh remained. The woman behind me was still staring at a point, expressionless.
Next came the gouge out, gouge out.
Then 2 dwarfs appeared and began to gouge out the eyes of the woman behind her with what looked like a jagged spoon. Her face, which had been expressionless until then, turned into a terrible expression of pain, and she screamed so loudly that my eardrums ruptured right behind me. Her eyeballs were sticking out of her eyes. The smell of blood and sweat made me nauseous. I was shaking with fear and bent forward. I decided it was time to move on. I couldn't go on any longer. Moreover, according to the order, it was my turn to be the third one sitting next. I tried to wake up from my dream, but I wondered what kind of announcement would be made to me, so I decided to check it out and then run away from the scene.
Next is mincemeat, mincemeat.
The worst. I could easily imagine what would happen, so I concentrated my nerves and tried to wake up from the dream. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Usually I succeed by strongly reminding myself like this. As I was chanting, I suddenly heard the sound of a machine. This time, a dwarf got on my lap and brought something that looked like a machine with spinning blades close to me. I was afraid that it was probably a tool to make mincemeat out of me. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I closed my eyes and tried my best to remember. The sound became louder and louder. I felt the wind pressure on my face, and just when I thought it was over, it became quiet. I managed to get out of the nightmare. My whole body was soaked with sweat, and tears were streaming from my eyes. I finally calmed down when I got out of bed, went to the kitchen, and drank a lot of water. It was horribly real, but I told myself that it was only a dream. The next day, I told all my friends at school about the dream. But they were only amused. It was only a dream after all. For years passed. As a university student, I had completely forgotten about this dream and was working part-time. Then one night, it suddenly started.
Next came the gouge out, gouge out.
It was from that scene. I immediately remembered that it was that dream. It was exactly the same as the last time. Two dwarfs were gouging out the woman's eyeballs. I thought, oh no. I immediately started chanting, wake up, wake up, wake up. This time I couldn't wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Next is mincemeat, mincemeat.
It was finally getting dangerous. That minced meat machine is approaching. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It suddenly became quiet. I thought I had managed to escape and was about to open my eyes when...
You're running away again. The next time you come back will be your last.
I heard the voice of that announcement clearly. When I opened my eyes, I had already completely woken up from the dream and was in my room. The last announcement I heard was definitely not a dream. I heard it in the real world. What in the world did I do? Since then, I have not had that dream yet, but the next time I do, I am sure that I will die of a heart attack or something. In this world, it's a heart attack, but in the other world, it's minced meat.